Alright, how's it going, guys? This is Alex Yates Mason giving you a quick run through my my second patch project. So basically, what I wanted to do was kind of explore. My last project I did kind of an audio project, so I really wanted to explore the video aspect of this. So one thing that I noticed is I think there's a program Single Framer. It's another max patch. I think it was a max patch that had to do with recording single frames and compositing them into video. And I really wanted to create kind of an idea with that, where maybe I could make like a stop motion software or something like that, a max patch. So this is kind of what I came up with. Basically, first it starts off, you get your camera running and turn it on in the live feed. So this is me right here. And basically what you do is you use enter and pause to kind of, snap like, oh, I like that frame, save it, save it, save it, save it. You create a duplicate of frames, and you can also adjust the onion skinning. Here you can see it fades between your previous frame and your head. So maybe if I wanted to like try to line my head up with that shot, get an extra one, something like that. So I added the onion skin. So if you're trying to get a good, couple frames of good motion at it. But so once you have that, you start your playback speed, and these are my frames. And basically what this is, we have the time slider here, which really does the point in which your framing is going to start when you do your video. Like maybe you don't like the first frame, so you want to start at 7 or however many that is. This is also adjust your playback speed. You can see what it'll look like. Maybe you recorded your frames. You're like, oh, when I put it back together, it's going to be going a lot faster, or maybe it's going to go a lot slower. So you can take a look at really how that's going. So once you have a basic image of like what your what your video is going to look like, you can stop playback, and you can pick your out point, which is essentially where it's going to loop through. So like if I wanted to use all my frames, I'd go 8, and the time slider would start at the first frame done. But like maybe like you're like, oh, my first 2 frames weren't they're tests, they weren't good, so you can start at like 2 and it'll go from 2 to 8 and then stop. So that'll be your sync. But so you have all this set up, you're ready to go. You arm your recording. You can save your video. I'm just gonna do on the desktop patch test. Test. So we have our patch test, and then you just click begin recording, and it just cycled through that once and then turned itself off. So now if we go to the desktop, let me see patch test. It was real quick, sorry about that, but I'll just put it. There it is. There's the quick little few frames cycling through what I got. It exported at the speed, and so you got a little video. So it's a way to kind of play with some single frame motion. You can adjust where you got some wiggle room with the in point and out point. You can essentially set, and that's really what I was kind of shooting for with what single framer couldn't do, and that's basically what I came up with.